Hey guys, I am Demon Bane, and welcome to the vlog. It's been a while since I've uploaded a video, and I want to apologize about that. As you can see, I'm in the process of rearranging some things in my room and how and where my video camera is going to sit. I just recently got a tripod for my video camera, so it's sitting in a slightly different place, and it's slightly precarious where it's sitting right now. So if I suddenly freak out, I'll probably leave it in here because it'll be funny because my camera fell. So, I've been having some rather interesting days recently. As you guys all know, I'm on this diet type plan where I'm trying to correct eating habits, trying to get more physical activity, trying to do some exercises, and trying to lose weight. In that process, one of the things that I've been having trouble with is making sure that I get enough carbs in the day. And the funny thing is that one of the things that my coach and some other members that are in this group are recommended to me was gummy bears. Now that sounds absolutely insane to anyone who's, thinking about losing weight, because to the first instinct that pops into your mind is wait, that's candy. Candy bad. Huh? But actually it's kind of interesting, because they have no fat. They have sugars, but sugar is a carbohydrate, and that's what I've been having trouble getting in. So, at the end of the day, it all works out. And I don't eat a ton of gummy bears, just, about this many gummy bears, about the size of this little cup, which is fine. I measure them out with my little mini scale, which is something that I've been using a lot of lately, and I should have been using a lot of since the very beginning, but I'm using it now, so it's all fine. My beard's being all goofy. So, yeah, that's a really cool thing. I've been eating a lot of eggs and chicken, and he's got me going through this big thing right now where I'm trying to eat more vegetables. And let's face it, fat boy don't like no vegetables, but I've been doing it. He's basically, the idea is to eat 8 ounces of vegetables a day. So, again, using the scale, I found out that 8 ounces is approximately one of these with all the water drained out. These are French style green beans, in case you can't really see. Yeah, it's not really focusing right, but these are French style green beans. You get the idea. This camera's really cool. It has an autofocus, which I actually really like because my other camera didn't. I'd have to focus it and do it all up and everything. So that's always cool. One of the things that I've been having an issue with, I told you guys before that I was doing 10 floors of stairs 3 times a day in the morning. As of about the middle of last week, my right knee started to swell, and I started to have issues with it. And I didn't tell my coach until we did our check-in on Sunday, and he was rather concerned. He told me to basically stop doing stairs, and we came up with a alternative exercise. And that exercise is something that a combination of his ideas and my ideas. My backpack that I carry with me everywhere I go, whenever I go out, because I take a lot of buses and trains and things like that, because I can't drive and I don't have a car. So I use a lot of public transportation to get around, and I always carry my backpack with me everywhere I go. That way I have an easy way to store things and carry things around. Yeah. So basically I put a bunch of heavy stuff in it, and I ended up weighing out about a little bit over 15 pounds. So he's having me do something that we're calling a backpack lift, where it's you hold on to the 2 straps on the back, put it all the way to the ground, and lift it all the way up over our head and then back down. And that's 1. then all the way back up and back down. That's 2. And the idea is to lift it up over your head, which is pretty cool. It's a cool at-home way to do exercises. Um, so the big thing that me and him have been working a lot on is making exercises that we can do here at home, because I don't have access to a gym. I don't have a lot of money to buy a lot of equipment and things like that. And so it's just a matter of finding ways that we can do things that are maybe slightly outside of the norm. So just practice and make practice, is going to make better and better ideas. So we're coming up with new stuff. So the backpack lift, doing the stairs, doing the walking when it's nicer out. There is quite a bit of ice on the ground right now outside. My window outside is actually behind you guys right now. You are propped up on my new tripod, extended quite a bit. The top section is extended, and you're like half on the windowsill and half on the radiator. And it's actually pretty stable as long as I don't bump it. So I guess not super stable. But anyway, from this position you can see a slightly different view of my room. I've done a camera shot from a similar position with my Olympus. But it's just slightly different. I still seem a little bit washed out. I'm a little bit better if I sit back here. One of the reasons why I haven't been vlogging as much the last couple of days is because I've been running errands and setting things up. I had gotten involved with a program to get internet installed in my apartment, and I was really excited about it, and I started doing a bunch of research and things that I could look up and programs that I could get that'll help me do editing, that'll help me do 3D graphics for intros, set some stuff up, make stuff really cool, and it was through AT&T. So the AT&T guy came yesterday and comes in, takes a look around my room. He's like, okay, so where's the phone jack? And I'm like, I don't have a phone jack in my room. And he's like, okay. But I had found that there was a phone line that ran along the baseboard. So we pried it away from the wall a little bit. He stripped it and he attached his little gadget thingy to it, and then went to go see where it went. Problem is that someone had cut it somewhere along the line. So the phone line that's in my room, even though there's no jack, they cut because this room used to be an office for this apartment building. Now it's my bedroom, or my apartment. But the people working in the office said that it used to have a phone jack in here, but at some point in between turning it from an office to an apartment, that phone line went away somehow. But everyone I've talked to doesn't know how it happened or when it happened. So that's a little disappointing. So came all the way out here. I signed up for the program, got accepted, did eligibility and all that other stuff, did all the paperwork. He comes out here and they can't do anything. And because it's an apartment building, they can't run lines, they can't do any of that stuff. He's like, basically what I have to do is to hire a contractor to come out here and basically run the line to the basement, to the phone room, which, yeah, that's not going to happen, unfortunately. So I'm looking for an equivalent. I found an equivalent program for Comcast, or for basically a company that can give me internet through the cable box, through a cable line, because I do have a cable jack in my room, which is pretty cool. So I want to try to set it up that way, but the one program that I found so far won't help someone in my situation. That's unfortunate, but what you gonna do? I'm working on ways to see if I can't work something out somehow, but basically it's just, I'm just gonna have to accept it for what it is. I had a really bad day yesterday. I was really disappointed. A lot of other things just seem to go okay. I mean, I've got a bunch of stuff, good stuff going. My new bus pass will be here sometime next week. My link card, I dealt with that. That's gonna get increased. Um, so everything seems to be going great. Um, with my life being more situated and more set up and more under control. Um, More stable, I guess is probably the better word. Um, so I've done all the errands and everything. I did a bunch of stuff that I needed to do. I even went to the library and talked to them, and went to the digital. They've got a digital media studio that has like 3D printers and cool stuff, and an audio booth, like a camera setup. So if I want to do some sort of like really something official or whatever, I could do it there. It's a soundproof room and it's really cool. Um, I actually set up an appointment um, there for the beginning of next month, because you have to set up the appointments like 3 weeks in advance, because they're really booked. Apparently, a lot of people in the area go there to like record rap songs and stuff like that, which is fine. That's not what I do. Um, but we're gonna work on a intro for my channel. Um, Trying to get something cool with like some graphics and some cool stuff, and I've had this idea for my intro for the longest time, so hopefully it all works out. I have another buddy of mine who's working on some music for my channel, so hopefully you guys will get to see some of that and hear some of that as it gets going, because I'm a little bit wary about using any of the music from anywhere else, because I don't want anything copyright striked or stuff like that. So I'm actually gonna have a buddy of mine who's a musician, a couple buddies of mine who are musicians, actually write me some custom stuff, because it can't be copyright striked if it's new music. Um, so anyway, that's basically what's been going on. It's been kind of busy here the last couple of weeks, or last couple of days. I really have no excuse for not making videos. I'm going to continue to try to make more of them and make them so that you guys can see what's going on more and more. I'm going to be doing a video here in a day or two, hopefully, showing all of the models that I have in my collection. It's not a huge collection. It's just basically my Vampire Counts army. And some of them are broken and falling apart and things like that. But anyway, I've had a request for people to see it, and I also am working on another video that's still in the works. That I have about half of it recorded and edited, and I'm working on the rest of it. So keep hanging around and stick around, and I'll keep on working for stuff for you guys. I'm looking forward to seeing more likes and more subscribes and more comments on my channel. Come on back next time, and I'll continue to keep bringing you guys content. Alright? See you guys next time. Later.